So let us go to the second encyclical, the second big four. It's called Lumen Fidei. In English, the light of faith. Every religion has that light. Whether Hindu or Sikh or Islam or Zoroastrian, Parsi or Jaina, Buddha, Christian or Islam, anybody. Everybody has that light, the light of faith. You know this encyclical? Relationship with God. Pope teaches us so beautifully. You know this encyclical has got only 4 chapters. Only 60 paras. 20,000 words. Imagine 60,000 words. DILEXIT NOS. 3 times more than Lumen Fidei. This is 20,000. It's very easy to understand, easy to read. Within 1 or 2 days, you can read the whole document, which is great, So, Lumen Fidei is the first encyclical letter of Pope Francis, issued on 29 June 2013 on the solemnity of Saints Peter and Paul, and published on 5th July 2013, less than 4 months after his election to the papacy. It was the first encyclical in the history of the Catholic Church, written by 2 popes, being begun by Pope Benedict XVI and finished by Pope Francis. It is a celebration of Christian faith as the guiding light of a successful and fruitful life, inspiring social action as well as devotion to God, and illuminating every aspect of human existence, including philosophy and other natural sciences. The encyclical focuses on faith and completes what his predecessor, Pope Benedict XVI, had previously written about charity and hope, caritas in veritate. The other 2 theological virtues in his encyclicals, Deus Caritas Est and Spe Salvi. It is divided into 4 chapters with an introduction and a conclusion. The encyclical traces the history of the faith of the Church from the call of Abraham and the people of Israel to the resurrection of Jesus. Discusses the relationship between reason and faith. The Church's role in the transmission of the faith and the role faith plays in the building of societies in search of the common good. Then text concludes with the prayer to the Virgin Mary, who is presented as a model of faith. Here is one paragraph number 8 from Lumen Fidei, I would like to read to you. Faith opens the way before us and accompanies our steps through time. Hence, if we want to understand what faith is, we need to follow the route it has taken, the path trodden by believers, as witnessed first in the Old Testament. Here, a unique place belongs to Abraham, our father in faith. Something disturbing takes place in his life. God speaks to him. He reveals himself as a God who speaks and calls his name. Faith is linked to hearing. Abraham does not see God, but hears his voice. Faith thus takes on a personal aspect. God is not the God of a particular place or a deity linked to specific sacred time, but the God of a person, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, capable of interacting with man and establishing a covenant with him. Faith is our response to a word which engages us personally, to a thou who calls us by name. Actually, it is a beautiful encyclical. I enjoyed so much. What I like is, in one of the paragraphs, Pope is writing, belief is not compatible with seeking. Belief is not compatible with seeking. Pope is not criticizing anything or appreciating anything. Both are good. Some people, I would say half of humanity, they simply believe what has been given through tradition by our ancestors. But other half, they are not satisfied with that, so they do seeking. They want to find for themselves. The experience is very challenging, seeking. The other, believing, is very comfortable. No risks involved. That is the comfort zone. You simply enjoy, only bliss. But seeker gets maybe disappointment, maybe hatred. People hate him because he doesn't believe. He is sidelined. He is rejected by people because he doesn't believe. He seeks. But at the end, the light of faith, you know what? Everybody has that light of faith because God is the first one always to introduce himself to man. Then man responds and we become one. Relationship starts. So that is how things are. Even if you seek, at the end, I am sure you will find the same God. In belief, you find the same God. After seeking 100 years, with all the risks involved, you find the same God. Both are leading to God. That is the good news. The encyclical is so beautifully written. I think everybody should read that.